So I had a coaching call with one of our clients yesterday, and it led to the breakthrough that you've seen at the start of this video. She sent me that message, and I wanted to share some things with you and some of the key points that helped her to achieve the breakthrough that she did. So when it comes to fully and permanently overcoming binge eating, if we look big picture, there's two sides to that equation. The first is rewiring the way that the habit gets stored in the brain and relating to urges and cravings in a way that enables them to dissipate and eventually disappear. The other side is dealing with the underlying emotions that are driving the behavior in the first place. And for this client, one of her key things was low self-worth. And that was leaking out in a bunch of behaviors. One of the things that she was doing was constantly over-analyzing all of the conversations that she'd had in the day and asking herself, did I come across in the right way? And did I say the right thing? And these types of things like low self-esteem and over-analyzing, perfectionism, people-pleasing, these types of behaviors create all of this internal pressure that just builds and builds and builds, and emotionally it leaves people in this almost like survival mode situation, and eventually that pressure builds up to a point where they desperately need a kind of release. And binge eating serves as the perfect release, and hence that's one of the key things that's fueling the behavior. So when it comes to self-worth, what are some of the key things that are going to help you make a difference in this area? At least some of the key things that I can give you in a very quick video like this one. Well, first of all, let's talk about what self-worth is. Self-worth is unconditional love and acceptance of yourself. It's got nothing to do with your value in comparison to other people. It's got nothing to do with anyone else. It's unconditional love and acceptance of yourself. Now, when we talk about that, quite often people have a fear of, well, if I learn to love and accept myself, I'll never be motivated to change. So if their thing is weight loss, for example, they might say something like, well, I'll just accept the way that I am and I'll never change. And nothing could be further from the truth. You can absolutely wholeheartedly and unconditionally love and accept yourself for who you are right now, whilst you're also excited about who you're growing into tomorrow. So you can absolutely have goals that you are resolutely committed to achieving, whether it be weight loss or fat loss or getting out of debt or financial goals or improving the quality of your relationships. But here's the kicker. You want those things and you're chasing those things because that excites you, because that's fun for you, because that's an awesome life for you. That's what you consider to be a great quality of life. But you don't need those things in order to finally accept yourself, in order to finally be able to sit back, relax in who you are as a person, to finally accept who you are. That's the difference. It's just like unconditional love for somebody else. If you have somebody else in your life that you love and accept wholeheartedly and unconditionally, you might want them to change in various ways. You might want them to lose weight, take better care of their health, get out of debt, stop going for poor quality relationships. But you don't need them to do those things in order for you to love and accept them, in order for you to be loving towards them. Love is often best described as a verb, right? Something that you do. But it's not like you're looking at this person saying, well, I'm kind of holding something back right now. When you lose those final 5 pounds, then I'll be loving towards you. Then I'll wholeheartedly accept you for who you are. It's ridiculous, right? So there are absolutely no excuses for loving and accepting yourself for who you are right now. Most people don't need an excuse to feel like crap about themselves. Well, guess what? You don't need an excuse to feel amazing about yourself either. So this is one of the key things if you want to fully and permanently overcome binge eating. If low self-worth is one of those internal emotional struggles or internal conflicts that you have, this is one of the key things for you to address. Is it's finally time for you to accept yourself for who you are right now, whilst also being excited about the version of yourself that you're growing into tomorrow.